Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, July 8th, 2022. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a great day today. If you were with me live for the streams, I had a great day. I hope that you did too. If you weren't, well, here's what you missed. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast today, we got back to normal. It was a normal length episode rather than an abridged one for yesterday because of Ask the King. And we had a long discussion about the history of GameStop. Because GameStop is in hot water. GameStop just laid off a bunch of employees again and is talking about reorganizing and redirecting their company again. And it's pretty bad, to say the least. I talked about how this company had affected me as a gamer over the years and how I actually had been a patron of this company during my early formative years as a YouTuber, and why I stopped basically buying games at GameStop. If you want that information, if you want some elaboration and you want to know what's going on with them, check out the Level 1 podcast from earlier today. Okay. First gameplay stream of the day today was actually more Final Fantasy VII. And I had announced that this stream was essentially, let's finish up Shinra Tower and let's move into the rest of the game. That way we can get to the open world, and that's really where the game picks up. And actually, incidentally, that's where Final Fantasy VII Remake ends. Okay? It took all 3 hours of today's stream to do it. Because Shinra Tower is every much as lengthy, grindy, annoying, drawn out, confusing, just not well designed in my opinion. I'm sorry, but there's a whole 2 hours of gameplay in this tower that just feels boring. And then all of a sudden it picks up in a huge way and you get excited, and then the end of it is actually quite good. And we got it. We did it. We did it all in one go, one stream, which is good. Because now I'm actually very excited to play Final Fantasy VII again, where we will hit up the open world, and this is where the game really starts to get fleshed out. So, thanks to everyone who attended the stream. Thanks to anyone who supported it. We actually hit all the goals, so thank you so much for that. Then on the late stream, it was Friday Night Fights, Capcom Fighting Collection. And again, we played on PlayStation because, sadly, even though I bought this game on both platforms, both PlayStation and Xbox, we just can't find anyone to play on Xbox at all. Both times I attempted to do it 2 weeks in a row, it was dead. So this week I didn't even bother with it. I said, we'll just play on PlayStation, okay? The good news, I did still get a lot of matches. The bad news is that it definitely has slowed down. It wasn't as constant as I was getting in previous attempts. I am playing this twice a week, and every session that I played up to now, I had more constant matches than tonight. Tonight there was some significant wait time. I had to leave ranked and go to casual a few times. Lobbies don't exist. Lobbies literally don't exist in this game on PlayStation. They're just not there. No, the only people who put them up are private lobbies. No one's doing public lobbies. Everyone's either doing the casual or the ranked matches. Almost no Street Fighter, which is kind of disappointing. You know, I mean, listen, I like Vampire Savior. I think Gem Fighter Minimix is a fun little game that I'm learning more about every time I play it. And quite frankly, tonight I actually learned some Vampire Savior stuff. It was actually Jax Raxer, a longtime attendee and viewer of my fighting game streams, who gave me some tips with QB, and I started using them. I was like, wow, QB is actually way better than I thought she was. So I had a good time with it tonight, but almost no Street Fighter, which is disappointing. You guys know, I mean, I'm wearing a freaking shirt. That's the game I grew up playing. Disappointing when I only get to play it maybe 3 times out of 2 hours, right? Another thing that I'm noticing, and I kind of figured it out tonight, why? When I play the Capcom Fighting Collection, okay, it feels like we're done just as we started. Like, seriously, it feels like, oh, let's start playing, and there's like, oh my god, 2 hours ended. Holy shit, what happened? And I figured out why that is tonight. For 4 years, we were playing the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, and within just a couple of weeks of the game coming out, you couldn't find casual or ranked matches. The whole system had died, so everyone started going to lobbies. When everyone moved to lobbies, it's one-match fights, right? When you're playing the Capcom Fighting Collection online, you're actually playing sets of 3. So even though I'm getting constant matches, okay, it takes a lot longer to finish up playing against a single person because you're doing 3 times the amount of gameplay, which I like. I enjoy that in a tournament setting. It is best 2 out of 3, okay? But, you know, suffice it to say, it takes up more time, and next thing you know, the night's over. So I've been playing this collection for 2 weeks, and every time I play it, I feel like it's over right as we started. Like, damn, I crave more. I'm seriously craving more right now. Like, damn, I don't know if I got satiated. That's why I'm kind of happy we do play it twice a week right now, okay? But admittedly, it was harder to find matches tonight. that's upsetting because I know I'm not going to find anyone on Xbox. And now only 2 weeks in, it's starting to slow down on PlayStation 5. That's kind of weird. Now, here's the thing. We're playing this again Monday night. Of course, Friday night of next week. If this becomes a pattern, if it gets slower and slower and we can't find competition, the good news is at least for the next month, we have a viable alternative. I renewed my PlayStation Plus Premium subscription. With the Premium subscription, you stream PS3 games. And I'm staring at it right now, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, as well as Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition, both available as a part of that service. And when I tried those out, not only did they stream and work fine, but there was competition. In the middle of the freaking day, of a random day, there was competition. I think people are still actively playing those collections. So, if ever the Capcom Fighting Collection ends up failing or dying, we could play those. And there's also, if you remember, there's a Darkstalkers Resurrection Collection. I don't know if anyone still plays that, but we could give those all a shot and see what happens and maybe play those instead. I want to keep old school Street Fighter in the loop, but dude, I do not want to go back to the 30th anniversary collection. That was one of the worst console experiences with a fighting game ever. I mean, from the ground up, the game doesn't work right. It's full of bugs and input problems and glitches online. It lacks the basic functionality. I can't believe I played it for 4 years. I'm not going back to that. If it means we play these other way older games streamed on PS5, we'll do that. But I hope, honestly, I do hope that things pick up. I like Capcom Fighting Collection. I like the fact that the games that I'm playing, Vampire Savior, Hyper Street Fighter 2, and Gem Fighter Minimix, are completely different games. Every one of them is dramatically different from the others. So I like that rotation of variety that we've been doing. Let's see what happens, okay? So anyway, also support. Tips were decent. I think we made like $50, $60 in tips. And then there was a crazy amount of super chats all near the end. So today, everything was great. I want to say thank you to anyone who came to the streams and supported me, and particularly with tips, because as I told you guys last night, I need help with tips for the rest of the weekend, all right? So what are we doing tomorrow? It's a special day. It is my marathon event. This is the reward for hitting the members goal last month, okay? So what are we doing? Number one, we're ordering food for Feasting with the King on the Level 1 podcast. Now, as of last time I checked, it's about 50% of the votes are for American barbecue. About 25%, I think it was actually more like 35% were for Szechuan Chinese, and only maybe 10-15% was for burgers, okay, like gourmet burgers. So, unless there's a dramatic flipping in the voting, it looks like we will absolutely be doing American barbecue tomorrow. So we will order that on the podcast. Then I'm gonna be reacting to the Rob Gavigan YouTube channel. This is a channel that's been around for many, many years, and he basically covers the macabre. And what I mean by that is ghost stories, also stories of the supernatural and hauntings, true life, like documentaries about murders. I think he has a video about Ted Bundy and stuff like that. And people have actually said this would be interesting stuff to see me react to. So it's going to be a fun day of different kind of reaction for sure. If you're into the macabre, tune in. If you're not, you might want to stay away. Okay? But anyway, it's going to be a good day, I feel. It's going to be something unique. And then, of course, the last thing, the thing I'm actually literally about to work on when I finish recording and start uploading. WWE 2K22, the next fantasy match, 30-man over-the-top battle royale. I'm trying to get new fighters. I already got 10 new ones. I probably got between 5 and 10 returning ones from the last time we did this 2 months ago. I got a few more to get tonight. And then that match is going to be also in that marathon. You guys absolutely loved the last one. I'll be doing that with live commentary. It's going to be a good time. Don't worry. Tons of new characters. That'll be really cool. All right, guys? So I hope to see you tomorrow for the marathon, and I hope you'll come by, you'll chill, you'll support in various different ways, whether that just means engaging with the content by, liking it or whatever, or maybe if you can contribute. It would be really great to have a fun and special marathon if you can make it. If not, keep in mind it's all on demand after the fact. I'll upload it after the fact. All right, guys? Thank you so very much. Great streaming day today. I hope to see you all in the morning for the marathon special. Peace out. Have a good night. See you later.